Hey folks, today is going to be a really fun one. We're going to make a cave in terrain. So what is terrain? Terrain is like the land. It's the earth and the water and the grass and stuff. So to start working with terrain, I like to go and use this cube. It's called the view selector. It's in the view menu. If you don't have it, go get it. I like to click on the top view. These are preset views. And then on the top view, I like to just zoom out. I zoom out by rolling with my mouse. Otherwise, you can use W to zoom in, S to zoom out. Those keys can come in handy. All right, so let's go to View and Terrain Editor. The Terrain Editor should pop up somewhere. Has the Create, Region, and Edit menus. Go to the Edit menu, and we're going to add some terrain. And you can basically paint on terrain. Like we're going to paint on some leafy grass, like a paintbrush. And so we're going to use this cylinder as the brush. And I'll give you just a sample of what we're doing here. So do you see how I'm just making a cylinder and placing it on the ground? It's that easy to make terrain. It's mind-blowing. So I'm going to Command Z these. And I want my terrain to be, we're going to unlink the base size and the height and make the height like 6, because that's about how tall you are. You're about 6 blocks tall. I should find that out for sure. And then this one we're just going to take up to the max. So we got 64 by 6. We'll click on the view selector on the top view, zoom out, and we're just going to paint. I guess I'm going to do it. Oh, by the way, I'm using the microphone on my Logitech camera, so trying to improve my sound quality. All right, so we've got plane lock off. You can lock yourself to a certain plane. Well, don't worry about that. All right, so I'm just going to start covering everything with this 6-unit tall terrain. And I'm even going to cover all the assets I have in the middle, because then I'm just going to pick them up and put them on top. And so what I'm doing is I'm just dragging this disc around, and you can see in a couple places it kind of skipped up. So look what we've got here. So I could just plink more little discs around like this. It's good to, if you're making terrain like this, it's good to have something in the distance higher up. So we'll just do another little layer of these discs, do another layer, we'll do another layer, and yeah, that's looking pretty good. It's always good to play test it pretty soon, just to make sure that things are the right size. Let's make some taller stuff. So we'll make some, let's just pick a number, 32. We'll make them 32 tall. So these are going to be towers, and we'll make these out of something like sandstone, something real pretty. Sandstone, and we'll plunk a couple towers around here, and maybe we'll make the caves in these towers. All right, I'm going to turn off the terrain editor. I'm going to go to my stuff, which is where I keep everything. I grouped it as a model. I thought I needed to do that. I'm going to Command G, ungroup it. So it's just a folder, Command to it, and I'm going to pick everything up, just my like rainbows and signs and stuff. And then I'm going to turn on, under the model menu, turn on collisions. Check this box, and then things will stop when they collide with each other. Oh, popped it under, but right now let's zoom in. We'll hit F to zoom in. Oh, geez, look at that. Let's go on top of this thing. And then we'll just sort of go up and down until it interferes, until it hits. Boop. Yeah, it kind of stops there. All right. So now we've relocated everything. I'm going to say File, Save to Roblox as, and you should always do this because games get corrupted. They get viruses. So every day, at the end of the day, just rename your game and iterate the number. So I'm going to call this Tip, I don't know what we're on, 22. And so if this gets corrupted, I can go back to the previous one. And so yeah, just you don't want to lose everything. So always make backups and duplicates. All right, so now we need to make some caves. That was what was advertised in this video. So we will go to View, Terrain Editor. Caves are awesome. And so in the edit menu, we're going to click on subtract. And I bet you can guess what subtract does. It subtracts terrain. And we're going to use the ball. And we'll make it, yeah, 6. 6 is a good, well, you know what? It's going to be easier if I do it like 8 or something. We'll do 9. And so you can see it's pretty tall. So, yeah, that's okay. So here we go. Let's find one of those towers we made. And we will zoom over here with the mouse wheel. And let's just start subtracting. And you just click the button over and over. Your computer might be slow. Don't click it 100 times because it'll mess things up and you won't like it. So let's just see where this goes. And I'm actually going to just keep following this. Oh, look, we made it to the other side. So that was pretty cool. So now let's zoom out. And there's a pretty cool cave. But we can make some interconnected caves too. So I want to be able to get to the top here. So let's just go like this until we hit that other tunnel. Ooh, I see the base plate. So we made it all the way down. And let's paint the insides of the caves just so you can see sort of visually what's going on in there, because it's just like a weird dark hole. Uh-oh, it's doing that thing where it's continuing to erode stuff. How do I make it stop? Stop. That didn't work. Go away, terrain editor. I don't know if that's because I'm running my screen capture software and it had to catch up or not, but it ruined my stuff. So yeah, let's go into this cave and we'll paint it a cool color on the inside just so you can see. All right, so we'll go to terrain editor again, and in the edit menu, instead of subtracting, we are going to paint. And let's paint something like glacier. Glacier is a good one. I got all kinds of favorites. Glacier, and make it as big of a, make it a pretty big thing because we're inside a cave, so we just want to paint everything that's in. Oh no, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, and so you're gonna get a bonus tip today. So yes, this ball is a little too big. We want to just like, you know, paint just the tube here, and you can just like take it and drag it across. And yeah, if you're into like Anna and Elsa, this is Glacier's good stuff, which a very close friend of mine is. All right, let's go in this cave. And the great thing is you just navigate yourself. You just, as you paint into the cave, you just go further and further, and there should be a tunnel going up around here, right? And there's a way to put lights in here. It's another good idea for video. All right, we'll make some marks around the cave here. A little snow on the grass. This is looking good. All right, so we're going to close the terrain editor, and I'm going to say File, Save to Roblox, just because I've restarted this video like a zillion times already. All right, so where's our spawn location? There's our spawn location. In the interest of going fast, we'll just put it on top here, and let's press play and take a look at our caves. Oh, remind me in the comments if I forget. I'll teach you how to change the color of the terrain, which is really neat. You can make it becomes almost like painting with oils or something. You could just do all kinds of cool color combinations. All right, I need to get a better. What is that? Is that the thumbnail? No, it's like that title screen. All right, here I am. It's taking a little while to load. All right, there's my stuff down there. Let's zoom out. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's jump off this thing. Oh. Ah, good. My walk speed is set to something fast. I think it's set to 80. So yeah, so boom, there you have it, caves. And play around with it. Different materials have sort of like a, I think rock or granite or granite. One of those has a kind of a minimum size chunk you can use, and some have a smaller minimum size chunk. So they all have their own characteristics. But that's it. That's how to make caves in Roblox. Please subscribe. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I can monetize this. And yeah, have fun out there.